Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all well. I've just had the most beautiful, uninterrupted sleep of my life, and I've woken up to see some screen recordings of a live that happened last night, and the hypocrisy is absolutely blinding. I can't quite comprehend how people can be so passionately wrong and speaking with such conviction, yet being so wrong. So let's have a little watch of the clips from the live last night, hey?
Oh, is this a toxic room?
I don't know. Because we tell the truth here. We don't lie and make up stories.
That's really funny, that, Angie, because remember the other night when you let Tony sit in the box and make numerous accusations about me and other people with absolutely zero evidence, but yet you just let it keep going. But you don't tell lies. No, you would never encourage that, would you, Angie? Fuck.
They're a joke, honestly.
So, yeah, pretty much, Kay, last night, Tony Official came in here and exposed, and I think Miss Baguette, have been going after Tony about DV or something.
DV or something. Or something. Because you just don't even know the facts in this, do you, Angie? You haven't even bothered to try and look into the situation to even see what I'm talking about. Because the DV claims are barely brushed over, because my issue with Tony is mainly the disgusting way that he speaks to women on this app. And if you had even bothered to watch the YouTube video that you like to reference but you've clearly not seen, you'll see that that video consists mainly of screen recordings of Tony. What further evidence is there than the words coming out of his mouth? I can talk on things that I see, and what I see of Tony is disgusting behaviour. And I'm not quite sure why you are so willfully ignorant to open your eyes to it. It's actually kind of worrying.
So apparently she woke up, she came in here and she was accusing him of it, but like Tony said, you have and Tony has an ongoing court case, and I think he said in like 10 to 11 days, he's going to come forward with everything because he was never charged apparently of DV. This is what he said.
That's fantastic, Angie. Can you point out exactly where I have claimed that he has been charged with DV? Because as I've already pointed out, my YouTube video focuses on his behaviours towards women on the app. I really think if you're going to keep talking about this, you need to go and watch it, because you quite clearly haven't, because you're referencing things as being in the video that are not even in the video. I thought you came with facts, Angie.
But Baguette and Exposed are insisting that he's committed DV and all this stuff. I'm going to go through it quickly. But then when we asked, or Tony actually said, do you have an actual conviction that I was convicted of DV? And she doesn't.
And again, for fear of repeating myself, do you know why I've not got it, Angie? Because I've never made that claim. Why are you talking about things that aren't true? Stop saying you base your platform on truth when you're literally talking bullshit that you know nothing about. Because I've never made that claim.
Right, okay, let's clarify that one.
That was it.
Screenshot about Discord about.
That's what she said.
It wasn't about Delusive Ange.
It was you.
Yeah,
she said she had a screenshot. Telling people to go and report.
Yeah, it wasn't about reporting Delusive Ange.
It wasn't about Delusive Ange.
It wasn't just Delusive Ange. It was
Delusive Angie was not mentioned at all.
Oh, was she not, Angie? So who's this Talulu then?
Everyone.
That's not true either.
Listen, that's not true either.
No,
right? We've got the original screenshot.
Yeah,
we've got the original screenshot because Miss Baguette likes to crop things out and not show.
Yeah, we were all again.
Okay, Els, can you please point out which bits I've cropped out? And feel free to provide anything that I might have cropped out that you think should be there. So weird. But anyway, this next bit I found quite hilarious.
My thing is, if you're going to start bad talking someone, throw them a DM and say, look, there's this person coming in my box today. If you want to come and defend yourself, please come.
So is this something that only applies to you, Angie? Because I know you were very mad that Bella was talking about you in my live last week. But you were talking about me all night last night, and I don't recall receiving a single invitation from you for me to come in and have a chat with you, since you were discussing me for the majority of the evening. Is this not incredibly double standards, Angie? Or do you just think that this etiquette only applies when it's you being talked about?
And they can come to you and defend themselves or whatever, but they don't do that. They'll just jump on their little friggin' hate trains and carry their own little lives.
Well, like you're literally doing right there, Angie. How can you not see this, honestly? Surely you can see the irony in this. You're literally sat there talking about me and complaining that other people don't invite you to lives where you're being discussed, but you didn't invite me. Like, come on, Angie. You literally have no room to complain that you weren't invited when Bella was talking about you when you're doing the exact same thing. One last important thing I do want to address is the fact that this screenshot from your Discord, where a member called you Deanie, I'm not sure who they are on TikTok, they make a claim about Tony, which is a claim that you've inferred that I've made myself, that you're continuously calling me out for when I haven't actually claimed that. However, the second message is true because he does claim that he's going to find people's addresses and go and find them. But it's very interesting how your response to that was not the aggressive response that you aimed at me. However, you decided to deflect what he said onto DG. Now, again, this is very curious, Angie, because in your live the other night when I was in the box, you continuously accused me of deflecting the situation, yet here we are.
Hold on, he's talking about the DV that you're talking about, and you're deflecting to the drinking and driving.
Hold on, Houdini was talking about Tony, and you're deflecting onto DG. And not only deflecting, you're insinuating that DG has done worse than Tony. Now, everybody knows I'm not a DG fan in the slightest. I do not like him. However, what you are accusing him of here is ludicrous. The evidence of things that Tony has said to women is freely available. And if you had watched my YouTube video, you would have seen it. As much as I think that DG is not a very nice person, he comes nowhere close to the things that Tony has said to women. And it's very, very curious that you've taken what one of your Discord members has said and tried to deflect that around as a way to suggest that DG is worse. I'm unsure how you can't see the hypocrisy of your own actions here. You're constantly accusing people of doing things that you're doing yourself. And it is so strange. I hope you do get to see this video so you can perhaps clarify in your mind that what you are doing is very, very strange, very hypocritical, and quite laughable, to be honest, Angie.